And it's Wayne from WRPB and WRPB Studios. I am so lucky that I get to interview, and sometimes somebody comes up with an idea that just makes me smile and make me say, "Oh my God, this is great." With me is Amy Stapleton from Chatables LLC.
Correct.
Did I get it right?
That's right.
Okay. So prior to you coming, we have a guy here, Kyle, and he was talking about what you do, and I didn't get a grasp of what you did. Well, today you're here, and I got a grasp of what you do, and I'm like, I don't even want to be here interviewing. I want to go play, okay, on Chatables. And it's, I think, what you do, basically, if I can explain it right, you can correct me, is through Amazon Alexa, you have Storyteller Cafe.
Correct.
And it's interactive stories.
Yes.
Okay. Why? Why'd you get it? What made you come up with this great idea?
Well, I've always been interested in people being able to have conversations with robots or with computers.
Right.
And when I was able to retire early from NASA at the end of 2015, Amazon had just come out with their Alexa devices. So I thought this is a perfect opportunity for me to test out my strategy of having interactive stories, because with voice technology you can speak to the speaker, but you can also, it can understand what you're saying, and then it can talk back to you.
It's great. It's great. Again, I didn't want to leave my office. I have an Alexa in my office, and I was like, "Hi, let me go see what you're talking about," because I really didn't get a good grasp of what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So I said, "Alexa," and I said, "Storyteller Cafe."
Yeah, open Storyteller Cafe.
And
right.
there was a little intro. You think it's a little long, but it really kind of gave me some insight. And then it wanted to do a story with me. But you made me come here and do an interview. And I'm like, no, I want to do the story.
I'm glad you liked it.
So I guess it's a work in progress.
Yeah, I mean, we have created this public voice app that is available right now on Amazon Alexa. So anyone with an Alexa device can say open Storyteller Cafe, and they will get the experience and the stories and the 4 virtual friends. We're continuing to work on it, so we're looking for people to use it and give us feedback. And we're working with authors, so if anyone is interested in writing stories, we have a scripting tool that they can use to easily create these interactive stories.
My mother-in-law, she's an author.
Yeah.
She would love this. Oh my God, this is, like I said, I interviewed 40,000 people. And in those interviews, there are ones where I want to stick a pencil in my eye, usually celebrities. But when I see someone who comes up with an idea that is so cool, technology has made our world, it's a blessing and a curse. We already know that.
Right.
But you've taken it to a different level of, but I get it now because you work for NASA. Okay, so you were in the corporate world. Okay.
Right.
I was in the Jimmy Buffett world, so I see this totally, totally different. So now you come up with this thing. When did you start it?
I've been working on voice technology applications since 2016, so about 5 years. Yeah.
Okay. So from 2016 to today, a lot of changes in what you can do, technology-wise?
There have been a lot of changes. I mean, there's still fundamentally, you have to talk to Alexa by saying the wake word, Alexa, and then your question, or if you want to get to a third-party skill, you have to know what's called an invocation phrase. So for our skill at Storyteller Cafe, but once you're there, I mean, I think the speech recognition has gotten better over time. So you can say things, and Alexa's going to understand you. Also, we use for our virtual characters something called synthetic, like text-to-speech. So it's not like a human speaking, it's actually generated by the computer.
For the moment.
Yeah, but actually those voices have gotten really good over the past few years.
I thought they were really good, because not that I do what you do, but we do commercials with voice-generated text-to-speech.
Text-to-speech, yeah.
And it was very robotic for the longest time,
Yeah.
and very synthetic. Now it's much clearer.
Right.
And they allow you to adjust it. You can adjust the speed, the pitch. I mean, there's so many things that you can do now. So what I heard was really very good. And we talk about this in the green room. it's I guess it comes back to, if you guys remember, when you used to play on your computer and you used to have to type go left, go right, pick up key,
Yeah.
open door. It's really the advanced version of that.
It is, and there's still a lot of those, choose your own path type of skills that are available through Amazon Alexa. One of them that's really popular is called Magic Door. You might want to try that. It's more for kids. And what I guess what we're trying to do is not so much like you have to pick a path, but we want to create the feeling that you're in a setting with friends and then you're all talking together and enjoying each other's company. And right now, you can't all hold a normal conversation with Alexa because the technology is limited. So what we did in Storyteller Cafe was we invite you into the cafe and we introduce you to these 4 recurring friends, and they invite you to participate in stories with them, and they're more conversational style. So you play one of the characters, and the outcome doesn't change based on what you say, but instead you get the feeling like you're participating with the friends, and you get to talk about the story before and afterwards with your friends, and they're like virtual companions.
You know, I I started it, but they made me stop and come in and do an interview. But I'll finish it when I'm done. How long are the stories?
Most of the stories, if you listen to the whole thing, would probably take you like 20, maybe even 30 minutes, but they come in episodes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can just listen to an episode for, 5, 6 minutes, and then it's over with, and you can say whether you still have time to continue, and if you don't, it'll remember where you left off, and when you come back in, it'll start from there again.
You know, the technology is amazing. Maybe because I'm old, but the technology is amazing. Um, just the interaction that I had in that little bit of time was really so cool, and it's somewhere between this is super basic and this is super tech. It's somewhere swaying what's super tech, though it's not there yet, but
Yeah.
it's still a lot of fun.
Right.
And I jumped into the story, which was a mystery story, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I never got past it because they kept calling me to come and do
Yeah.
this. So I'll finish it when this is done. Is there an age group that it's geared towards?
Well, we actually try to make stories that are more for adults, and we're thinking about using or marketing it to seniors, the people that live at home alone, and their social connections have diminished.
Right.
So then, if they're lonely, they can, a lot of them have Alexa anyway, so then they'll ask about the weather or play music. That's a very common use case is people play music. Now they can engage in the story instead of listening to like an audiobook, which is also good. They can actually participate, so they're actively engaged in what's going on.
Which is going to be interesting because I'm doing this interview, but I'm going to do a follow up because you guys know that I take care of my 89-year-old mom, and she's actually in rehab now for physical therapy and occupational therapy. But when she gets home, I'm going to play this out with her and see how she reacts.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if
She has no filter. So whatever she says, I'm going to pass on to you because I'm her son, so I have no filter. So I'm going to tell you good, bad, or indifferent. But the thing is that there are different type of devices that Alexa has. So we have 2 of them up here.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference? I mean, will I hear the same thing in both?
Yeah, this is actually like I think it's called a 3rd generation of the Echo Dot.
Okay.
And this was the Sphere version. So you can actually buy both of these right now on Amazon, and they work about the same. They also have devices that have displays on them,
Right.
and those are becoming more popular. But we wanted it to be an audio only experience, so you
Right.
don't have to. We spend so much time like looking at the screen or whatever. We don't really want to be focusing on a screen all day long. And if you just want to relax, sit back, and participate in a little story, like every night I have to put some eye drops in and close my eyes for a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a perfect time for me to just engage in a story with,
You know, it's interesting
one of
that you
these
say that because adults today, meaning middle age, have gotten so far away from reading and audio, and it's all got to be visual, and it's really unhealthy. Actually, my mother-in-law is an author, and she writes and she talks about she'd rather read a book than watch a movie. I'm a guy, so we're very visual. When I watch a movie, my wife will say, "I read the book; it was so much better."
Yeah.
So storytelling is really so much better. So you can get it on any device, and they're not pricey. These devices
No,
are
it's
not
about
pricey.
this one's about I think $35.
Hmm. And just I hope Amazon don't get mad, but you can go on like OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace. I bought mine for $15.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
have
good.
two of them. I have a white one and a black one, and there's one home and one here, and they are really cool. All right, you have a website,
Yes.
which is
Chatables.com.
okay,
And you can also get to it by going to storyteller.cafe. That's the name of the skill.
and you will learn about what this is, but it's as simple as just going to your Alexa and saying, "Alexa, open Storyteller Cafe."
Correct.
I'm getting this. Okay, I'm old, but I'm trying to get this. Okay, is it? My thought is, it seems to be very simple, meaning that it doesn't matter if, and I know you don't gear to kids,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't matter if you're 9 or you're 89. It's good for everybody.
Yeah.
How many different stories do you have now?
Right now, I think we have close to 20.
Wow. So that's a lot. I mean, that's a lot of interactive time for a senior or somebody who really wants to get away from that visual to relax and just be part
Mm-hmm.
of the story. And it's not. I haven't gone into the story yet. I just got to the beginning, but it doesn't seem like they want me to give you 5 or 10 minute answers.
Right.
It's short and sweet, and then they're going to talk back with you. So it's really kind of cool because a lot of seniors are alone.
Yeah.
And now you're not sitting there alone by yourself. Okay, we're getting to the top of our time. Storytellercafe.com?
Uh, storyteller.cafe
Okay,
or chatables.com.
okay. You got to go to these sites and check this out. And if you have an Alexa, you really got to try this. It is so cool. And I haven't even begun to play with it yet. I just got the beginning. But, Amy, I think what you came up with is amazing.
I appreciate that.
I think it is an answer to avoid that some seniors might have, and people in general might
Mm-hmm.
have. I want to congratulate you for coming up with a new idea that was not out there, which is very cool. Everybody, check them out, chatables.com or storyteller.cafe.
Yes.
Have a great day, Amy. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We'll be right back.